Tennessee, like many states across the country, have laws that target people living with HIV.
When I registered, I had 24 hours to go to the home office and register as a sex offender. Right there, my world stopped.
Halloween of 2010, I was arrested and charged with aggravated prostitution. I was officially added to the sex offender registry in 2012.
In Tennessee, when you get arrested for just regular prostitution charges, you're forced to take an HIV test through the court. You can deny it, but you'll just sit in jail for 1129. And who's going to do that, really? In that moment, you're just going to, take the plea, take the test. And I regret that. So I was charged with aggravated prostitution. Then I really started reading the laws. I started reading what I couldn't do, and I'm like, wait a minute.
It doesn't just affect you, it affects the people around you.
Because the family goes through the registry too. The family can't have you at events. The family can't see you here. The family can't. It affects so many, and it's life altering.
When they say you're going to be on the sex offender registry, this is not a thing to where that, okay, well, maybe one day it'll just fall off. There was a lot of fear. There was fear to where that, okay, if I get pulled over, am I going to get harassed? Because first, I'm a trans woman. Secondly, there is a restriction on my driver's license that says I'm a sex offender.
Because we can't even go, so we can't go within 1,000 feet of a greenway, even a dog park. We can't even be in a dog park if it's state. We can't go to a dog park.
I have a restriction on me to where that I can't be 1,000 feet from a church or school or daycare, which we live in the South, so that's like around every corner.
And once I told my story, people were just kind of like, I didn't realize, they didn't know that this charge was ever put on the registry, and it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. So that's where the ball started rolling, to remove aggravated prostitution from the sex offender registration, because it doesn't make sense.
On July 7th of 2023, I finally came off the sex offender registry after 16 years.
And all of a sudden, I got the call December 17th. I got an email, and it was removal of the SOR in Knox County, and I sat there just holding my phone like in complete shock. I'm like, he's just sending this to the judge. The judge hasn't signed this yet. But no, the minute he sent it, about 2 seconds later, he called and confirmed that TBI had released me off the registry with the judge and everything. And so I ran on the TBI SOR site, and I searched myself like 5,000 times, every which way you can search on the registry, and I was gone. And then I can go to a park.
I received my letter on July 3rd. And I was just like, oh yes, this is my Independence Day. Forget July 4th. July 3rd is my Independence Day.
I was among the living.
I can breathe. I can really breathe, and there's this weight lifted off of my shoulders.
That's scary to know how many more out there don't know that there's a movement, that it's wrong, and living with HIV is not a crime.
So you find out this information about everything that's going on with these laws and how they impact it and everything. And if it touches you, what will you do next? like I said, I own my story, I own my life, and I own what I want to do and how I want people to see it. That's the soundbite right there. I'm gonna be my
That's a trailer.
That is.
That's a trailer.